Well, good morning, everyone. I just figured I'd make a video. I don't know why. I'm just sitting here in my mom's backyard. Pretty good view out there. It's just wooded area. I kind of winterized. I used some boards she had laying around that were the perfect size to put up against the RV. And I didn't really need them yet, but I figured I'd put them up because some mornings were chilly. But that I didn't want to have to use the electricity too much. Not just on hers. Of course, I'll help out with it, but I have a 100-foot cord that goes to her. Barely reaches, but it reaches. So I'm pretty good distance away from her trailer. And my front view to my door when I open it up is all wooded. I mean, there's kind of a flat spot. Not flat, but, grassy, and then both sides and all the way back is all woods. So I have the dog on a lead. I can let her run way out there to get some stuff done on here. I picked up a generator for a couple $100. A little more than I needed for a generator. It was a big one. 6,500 watts. I know I don't need that much, but the price was right. $200 for it. It's more of a big generator, but I can use it while I'm here at least. And I'm going to get some solar panels. And then I'll get another generator, more of a portable one, because that was heavy, very heavy. There's no way I'm lifting it by myself. You have to pull it by wheels. It's one of the big ones, anyways. So I figured since it was so cheap, I'll get it for now, use it here, and then when I go, I'll just leave it here for my mom to use if she has power outages or something like that. She'll have a backup generator to use. I did have to get one tire already. I couldn't get all four because I ended up having to pay almost $400. I think it was $360 to get one tire because I had to have a service truck come out and do it because nobody sells them. And I was actually at Goodyear. I was at Goodyear, and I like going to Goodyear, but they couldn't do. They didn't have my size tire, and their equipment couldn't handle what I needed to even breaking down the tire. I don't think they said it was because they're their tire machine or something. But they actually called a service place for me, and let me just stay there, parking lot to wait for them and get it done. But between the service and the tire, since it's an oddball shape, it was cost me like $360 to have it done. So that wiped me about half out for the month, so I couldn't really get much between that and the generator. But I got the generator first, not knowing I had a problem with the tire. And the reason I did that is because I bought a tire pump because we let some of the air out at my brother's house to try to level the RV. My intention was to put the air in it before I pulled out, but they were rushing to get things done. They were pulling a truck out that wouldn't start. They had to pull it out, and I had to get this out. So it was rushing so much, I just pulled out into the road, and that was enough on the side of the road, and was enough to make the tire come right off the rim, and it couldn't be fixed. So I drove it up to the Goodyear, which is literally less than a block away from where I was. I drove it there, and like I said, I got the tire because they couldn't do it. They even tried doing the one in the back because I have a spare tire in the back with really good tread, but I didn't notice because I couldn't get the bolt off. I never took the bolt off. They used an impact wrench to get it off, because the other side was actually had a gouge in it. Explains why it was flat all along. I thought maybe it just lost the air, but it had a really nice tread. It's too bad. So I went ahead and got the new tire, and came up here. I did a few things. I changed around. The toilet I had, I did put the Eden pier I had in the back in the front here. I also put my toilet I took out of the hole I put it in and put it just in the back, just up against the thing, and put the board I had up up on the side here, on top of that for now to cover it from any air or stuff like that. And I took my Mr. Heater and put it where my furnace would be on the little door right here. I had it on the side wall where I had the wall there. saw my last video, I think it was. I had it on the other side of that board I put up. But I bought the holes for it, and I got a 40-pound tank outside that I have the hose run in and hooked to that. I still want to get it hooked up to my main lines, but for now I'll use that. Plus I have my two 20-pound tanks for the only thing I use it for is my burner, so worst case, if I run out of propane for the 40-pound, I'll snag one of the 20 pounds and use it there while I get the other one filled. That way I'm covered in heat. And let's see. I think that's it, but I could probably go ahead and turn this around and give you a quick look at what I did. Oh, I also put my bed up on top. I had it here. I don't remember if I did that in the last video. I don't think I did. I had the bed down here in the front because it wasn't over back there. I moved up here, and then I figured I want more space, so I put it up there. And I also put behind me the table. Well, it's not really a table. My intention when I put this here, just so the dog could jump up here and jump up here and jump up there. And she could. She can get up there. That's why she is now up there. So, but it also works good for a table. You know, if I turn around, I have myself little tables in here. I mean, it's kind of cheesy, but I work with what I had at the moment, so I might switch it out to another board. My intention was to put it on that side, make a couple steps coming down, but I didn't have enough screws or the wood that I needed yet, so I'm going to have to go buy some of that stuff. So for now I did this, and then when I can actually get the money to do it, I'm going to go over here and go put some kind of step system over there for the dog to walk up. I just haven't figured out how. I think I'm going to go down a couple and then try to come out. But I also got the passenger seat. They're supposed to swivel around. I don't know. They can't be the original seats. I don't think they're the original seats. Because the way that it's made is, there's no way to swivel the seat. I mean, it's supposed to swivel, but there was no way. With the way the board was behind it. That used to have the bench sit there. So I actually cut that piece on that side, so I could swivel at least the passenger chair. If I showed you on the driver's side, it's pretty much the same thing on the passenger side. Even pulling that seat all the way up, there was no way to spin that seat. There was no room to even make it spin. That, and it would defeat the purpose because the board that came out for the seat would have been higher than the seat even if you spun it around. So my guess is these seats aren't originals. I'm pretty sure they're not. But in any case, let me go ahead and show you what I've done so far. So here you can see I switched a few things around. The toilet was there where the laundry basket is. I covered that board with the board that was here. Let me go ahead and turn this light on over here to make it a little bit easier. Alright. So I put the toilet there, took it out of the hole, but the hole's still there, of course, obviously. And I didn't screw that down or nail it down or anything. That board's just there to put that stuff on it. Put the toilet there. My little bathroom rug that direction in front of it. I still have this rug. But I did that. And then my Mr. Heater I put here. Actually, I take the grate off the front of that where the vent is, so I can put that there. I figured maybe I can even turn the furnace on to use the air for the fan to blow the heat a little away from that to help circulate the hot air, to circulate the heat from this, so it's not just in one confined area. And I may try that. I did kind of try it, but I didn't really mess with it too much. I didn't want to waste propane when it wasn't really that cold out. Like I said, I spun this chair around, seat around, and as you can see, I cut this board here. Took it right off, right there. See, the benches like this, they come out all the way to the edge here, and there was no way, even if that was spun around, it would be too high. This was the same way. You can see how high that's much higher than the seat would be. So I cut that, spun the seat around. So I have a seat, and the Eden pier I put up here, not only for the convenience of having heat up here, because I can close that section off if I need to back there with a curtain, but it works good for an end table right next to that. And like I said, that board I put there as a step I only had one cushion, so I took one of these from the swing, one of those swing seats, and put it here. I might grab the other one, put it on that side, but actually I did this because I couldn't put one on the thing on that side because of the way the board was. That's another reason. I don't really want it over there. I want it over here on the other side. I want to put that board, or I want my steps over here, so that all I can get up there. And then I'll have this whole bench area. So I'll have my bench, the dog steps, the seat for seating, and there'll be a little bit more room. And I took of course, I took the cloth down so that it felt more roomy, and I put that fan there. Well, actually, that fan was up front, but it's hooked into the 12 volts, my actual battery. So I don't use it unless I absolutely have to. I think that's pretty much it. I don't think I did anything else. This is a propane line, that goes over in there. I got it behind the laundry basket. It goes into a hole way over there. And I had it out the back. The back compartment area. Through the keyhole spot that was, there was no key. There was no key there. But, there was no key thing there. Cylinder thing. So, I ran the hose through that. But then I decided I couldn't reach it this far. It would only go there, and I couldn't just reach it. And I didn't really want to put it out the back because I didn't want to close up as much as possible without no gaps or. So I took it out of there and I brought it to the side where there's a vent with slits in it. There's a vent that's actually it's an exhaust vent that was supposed to be for the generator. So I took it off and I was gonna put the hose through there with this, it had this big opening, with this hose through it. And I was just gonna either put the cap back around it or duct tape or something just to block the hole. I would have covered the hole somehow around the pipe. Then I decided to just go ahead and since the vent was so flimsy, I just pulled one of the vent things apart so I could stick the hose through, then pushed it back down so it would kind of keep closed. With the hose sticking out of it. I'd show you that, but it's like 4 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, and it's still really dark out there. I'm out in the woods, out in the middle of nowhere. I don't want to get internet out here, really. The only way to get internet is before I bought my mom a signal booster for her cell phone signal booster, and it gets 1 bar hooked up, and I got up it was on the roof, and I actually put it, I had a pipe that was, I used one of those fence posts, it's about 6 foot tall. I put 2 of those together, so it's about 12 foot tall on top of her roof, her trailer roof. So it's pretty high, and it still only get 1 bar on the indicator thing. And the internet's hit and miss, so that's how crappy the internet is out here for Sprint. It's weird because I can go down the street and get 3G signal, but it's really crappy. There's no bars, it's just 3G, there's no bars. But anyways, yeah, where was I? But anyway, so I had that hooked up like that. That's hooked up in there. So what I did is, I have a secondary phone. And when I upgraded my phone, I had the second line. My old phone turned on just as a backup phone because I have it rooted and it's got a hotspot I can use. So I put it inside, turn on the hotspot. That's connected to the signal booster, and then my hotspot can actually reach out here because I can't reach the signal booster. So that's how I have it at the moment. And that's how I'm getting online. It's hit and miss, but I do it. So that's about it. I kind of winterized the board, like I said. I was hoping to get out here before winter, but it doesn't look like it. So I'm gonna rough it out through the winter months. Hopefully by the end of the year, I can be on the road. I haven't decided. I don't know if I want to really take this one out, this RV out. I'd like to if I can get the stuff done, but I don't know if it'd be worth putting all the money into it to get it that far, or it'd be easier just to use this as a location until, as a spot to live until I can save up enough to get something a little bit new. It don't have to be new, just something a little bit updated. I mean, I have to still get batteries. I was gonna get batteries for this, a couple solar panels, and which I could still do. I could do that, and then move into the new one. When I can upgrade a new one, but that would just take me longer to get another vehicle. At least if I get one, most updated ones would already have a generator, probably have batteries already. Even if I just buy batteries, it'd be a lot easier because I haven't. This is kind of small, which I don't mind, but with a dog, it's kind of a pain, and I feel bad for her not really having much room to do anything. Then I'd like to have a full working bathroom. And that shower thing's okay, but underneath I have one tank, which I can deal with, but I need to get the thing that goes to it that can hook up to a hose. It's got the little thing you can slide out for. Oh, the valve, the lever. It's got the valve to open the thing, and you can close it. Problem is, there's not another one that comes out or anything that I can hook a hose to before I can pull that lever. Right now it's just open it a little while because all it is gray water. I mean, it's my sink water. That's pretty much it. And shower water when I take a shower there. But I'm debating if I want to do that, or plus I still have to get 3 more tires. And these tires are hard to come by in the first place, so I don't know if I just want to. And I was going to upgrade them to either. Well, they're 16.5s. I needed either 16s or 17s. And I like to put dualies on the back if I was going to do it because they're meant for. It's meant to put dualies on there. There's actually room to put dualies on there. Someone just put single on there. I don't know why, but so I was going to put dualies on it, but even if not, I still have to get 3 more tires. And they're, like I said, they're hard to come by. I can get them on Walmart site through Walmart for I think $500 something for all 4 tires. Which I figured I'd do, and then use my one I just bought brand new, and just put it on the back as a spare, a full size spare. That way I have 4 matching tires because I don't want one oddball tire and 3, because I have to get a spare anyways because the spare is no good. So I might as well just do that and use the one I just bought, which will still be brand new because I literally brought it from 45-minute drive from where I had it fixed to up here, and that's it. So that's how new that tire is. It hasn't nothing else, and it's not sitting in the grass. I have blocks underneath the 2 center block things like underneath the back ones. I have one of this underneath the driver's side tire too. I'm not sure about the passenger. I don't think I have one there, but they're bad tires. I don't even care. But that was more for leveling, but it also helps keep it from sinking in the ground and keeping it ruining the bottom. Hopefully, I don't know if it'll work, but anyways, yeah, I think that's about it. I don't know. Like I said, I'd really like to get something a little more updated, just so it's more roadworthy and dependable. More dependable. I think this would be dependable, but it does have a transmission leak, a slow transmission leak, which I could deal with. Just put transmission fluid in, and I'd be moving so much it wouldn't. I'd only have to put. I mean, it doesn't leak a lot. I mean, I was at my brother's house 3 months, and when I got this, the only transmission fluid was in it wasn't very much in the first place, and the guy put a little bit in it to get me home, and it sat at my place for I think a month or 2. I bought a quart of transmission fluid, but never put it in because I didn't want to put it in with it sitting because I figured that'd defeat the purpose. If I didn't need it, I would put it in. I used what he had. It was still in there. Get down to my brother's. I sat at my brother's house for a couple. I think I was sat down there for like 3 months, 3 months, and then I drove up here on that same transmission fluid. Of course, it was. I think I was low because it started like backfire, and it was like revving up like it didn't want to go anywhere. So I think I was running out of it, but that's not. It can't be that bad of a leak if there wasn't much to begin with, and it made me up here. And then I put the quart in here because once I got here, I couldn't really move. I know I need more than a quart, but I needed it just enough to get me. When I parked here, I was trying to put on blocks, and I couldn't get them up on it because there was no oomph, there was no get up and go. So I put the quart in, at least so I could get up on the blocks, and then that was it. I'll buy a few more quarts, but I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this. If I'll do the spark plug wires, And then I have to figure out how to do the shower area. I can deal with it like it is, but it's not so much that. It's that I need to get the thing for the to drain it. But I like to have something a little bit updated. It don't have to be that much newer. But I like to have a control panel on that for like telling me what I have. I don't have a black tank. All I have is a gray tank. The toilet was in there was kind of like a composted one, but I'm not exactly sure how it worked because it didn't work anyway. It was some kind of grinded up. I don't know what it did. And I think it eventually went into the tank and just went out with the gray water. So I'd like to get something in. Either I just make that into a bathroom in there where I can actually put toilet in there. But I don't know if I want to. I don't want it to go into a gray water tank because that tank isn't huge. Probably maybe 10 gallons because I think my water holding tank, my freshwater tank is 20 gallons. That would probably be about 10 because I think they're like half the size of the actual water tanks. So freshwater tanks. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to just go ahead and save up money to get something a little bit newer that I can at least have control panel and have all the equipment I need. As long as this has leaks in it, I have a leak at least 2 of my beds. And if you haven't seen the ceiling up by those beds, they're kind of iffy. So even if I seal them off, I'm going to have to rip this down. And I don't know if I want to put that kind of money into rip the ceiling down, put that up there, get that done down there, and things I need to do. When I don't have much to work with, I don't really have much to work with, and I'd have to do a lot of upgrades to even make it enjoyable. I like this little RV, but the leaking I can't stand, and the fact that I have only one holding tank, and I can't hook up a spigot, a water hose. I mean, to this, I actually have to fill my holding tank because that leaked, and I could put a new one in there probably and all that, but I don't want to do that. It's probably cost me more in the long run than it would be that if I just found one that didn't need all that. And I'd rather put money into something that's a little bit newer, and I can actually go and drive and just work on it as I'm, do little things I need to do or add little things as I'm driving it around, adventuring, not being stuck somewhere one spot. I don't know if I want to trust this thing that much. I mean, I figure I'd stay local with this anyways, to see how it is and then go from there. I mean, there's places that are an hour or 2 away that are still in, upstate New York where I'm at, that I could definitely boondock and camp for free. Which I'll do. I'll still do that. In the meantime, I'll stick locally. And if I think it's good enough that I can get to somewhere else, I'm definitely going somewhere else. I don't know how far. I mean, but I'll see. I'll see how it goes with locally. But I have to get those tires because I need to get inspected. I still don't have the inspection. It's got 10 days in the window still. I had to drive here like that. It's way expired. But other than that, I have to decide what I want to do. I would like to get some Class C that's a little bit bigger and a little bit newer. And stuff that actually works. I have the burners that work, the oven doesn't work. I have my conventional toaster, which I like. And probably prefer using. Kinda. Well, actually, no, because I like gas stoves and gas ovens. Because it's gas. If that was electric, it'd be different. I'd rather use a conventional, but I like the gas. I like using gas. So if my oven worked on my gas stove, which is weird because my burners work, and the pilot light works in the oven, but it won't light. The oven itself won't light, so it's probably clogged. I could probably clean that and get it working, but my furnace, same thing. It kicks on, but I can't use it because I have to get the little thing out of there that keeps the pilot light lit. Because the pilot light will light, but as soon as you let go of the pilot light button, it goes out. Or it'll blow itself because it's so rusty in there. It's got that little thing that, the heating rod, to heat, or lets it know that there's, I don't know what they're called, I can't remember what they're called. But it heats up. I'd change it out if I could. Problem is, it's like a 2-piece, and the hose goes down, back, to the back, And there's no way to get that out. If there is, I haven't the slightest clue how to do it. Because there's no panel on the outside where I can just open it up and see the back side of it. All you have is the little vent. The two little vents where one supposed to be intake and out exhaust. For any, sucking air. You know the vents. The exhaust vents in the back. On the outside of the RV. There's no door to get there. There's the only door in the front. So I can't for the life of me figure out how to pull that out of there. To even get to that hose. Because the hose goes back and then it goes into something. To the back half, there's two pieces. But it's all one piece, but you can only see half of it and the other half, I'm guessing where all the work, probably where the fan is. Goes back there. And I thought I saw it over on the other side. So I'll have to check that because there's a little tiny slide door on that side. Where there's wires, which I think goes for that. Well, I'm sure it is. So I don't know. I don't know if I could get that working right. It's too bad because if it kicks on, you can click it on and it works to do that, but that's about it. But it'd be nice to have an actual furnace that works in the RV because I can actually use it on propane instead of just to Mr. Buddy, and everything would be on the system. I'd like to have the working actual toilet, not to keep dumping one. Actually, I don't even mind that too much. I don't. I just wish my holding tanks was my grad tank had something. I could put the thing on it and just have it that way and hook up the hose, I guess. But I'll see how it goes. Next few months, I'm stuck here anyways, at least through the winter months. I might go ahead and go to Walmart, order the tires from Walmart. It won't be this coming month, though. I'm not going to get tires before winter. If I do it, I might get one or two and then stick them in my mom's shed that she has over there until after winter, because I don't want to put them on and sit here. I don't. So, and I live in a place like a half hour away that actually will do RVs, so they can expect RVs and all that. Goodyear told me they could too, but I don't know why they couldn't do anything with tires. But anyways, I'll go down the other place. It's about half hour away. Get an inspection there. Get the tires put on, hopefully. And hopefully it'll pass inspection and be good to go. And then heat. The only thing I'll have for heat, though, is my Mr. Buddy heater. Which means I'll have to put my 40-pound tank inside to travel. I figure I'll put it in the corner and strap it down. Or I'll just stick it in the bathroom. I'll let that hole's long enough to get in there. I'll just slide it, run it across the bottom, stick it in the bathroom, and strap it in the bathroom somewhere. So that's the only thing I use it for the bathroom for, the shower. And I could technically take a shower with it in there because it really wouldn't hurt, but that'd be mainly just for strapping it down. If I go to a warm climate or can actually travel with the warmth, I'll get a shower tent and use my shower outside. So I'll use that just for storage and keep the 40-pound tank in there. But I don't really want to use the Mr. Heater as a permanent heater because it doesn't have a thermostat. Although it gets warm, I guess if I'm falling warm climates, it don't really matter because the night would be chilly. I could just turn it on, warm it up a little bit, shut it off, be good. Something like here, I don't want to run it consistently. I might have to in the wintertime anyway, but I don't want to really at night. I know it won't hurt much because it's got the oxygen sensor that shuts off. Plus, I don't have any alarms yet. No carbon monoxide or anything alarms, so I have to pick one of those up too. But I don't really use the Mr. Buddy at all. I think I used it. I've only used it a couple times to mess with it because I got the new tank and all that. And I did use it in the morning. I'll use it if it's really chilly just to warm up a little bit. But I don't use it at night, and I barely use it during the day. Usually just the morning to warm up until I get motivated to have my coffee. But other than that, I don't really use it as of yet because it hasn't been cold enough. Even the coldest morning wasn't that cold. I think it was 50 degrees in here, which it was a little chilly, but it turned out for a couple seconds to get the chill out of the air and turn it back off. Because it was 54, but it felt okay because it was right there, and I woke up and had my coffee. And it was so I didn't really use it much. I try to conserve it so that 40-pound tank or a tank of fuel lasts me quite a while, and I want to be able to use it for when it really is good cold. When the wind chill's minus 10, minus 20. Yeah, I'm just rambling, I guess. I get bored. I have nothing to do out here. The internet sucks. Can't really do much. you know, which I don't mind. I mean, oh yeah, and I also moved my TV up there, of course. Obviously, I can't have it back there. Or here, I mean, because of my head of my bed on that side. I could have had my head on this side, but that side's got a thing I can put my stuff on, my remotes and my phone on at night. This side doesn't. Um, and yeah, I was thinking about moving my TV over there, not there, up here on this door, because that way I could still watch from there, and I could also sit in that chair over there and watch TV. Because sometimes I can get internet. I can't get a thing. I don't think that. I think when I got that TV, my brother told me the cable piece didn't work. It's there, you hook up a cable line, but when you do a scan or search, it doesn't work. So I don't know if it's a cable piece or. Because I've tried it more than once, so I don't think it's actually the. I think that's what it is. It's that piece, so, which is fine. That's not why I bought it, because I bought it to hook up so I could use my Amazon stick and stuff. My Amazon Fire Stick. To watch Amazon Prime, Netflix, and all that. I don't have Netflix anymore, but that's beside the point. I can get Netflix back, but here I'm definitely going to, because I can barely watch Amazon Prime. I can't watch it. And I use Amazon a lot, so I like the Prime so I can get the 2-day free shipping and all that. But anyways, I may move it up here to that door, which means I have to take that latch off there so my door don't come flying open on this one. I don't have nothing over there no more, so I don't have to worry about having the latch on there. I put that latch on there from over there because I have my Mr. Buddy heater there. So I'll just put it on this one, mount the TV right to this door. I mean, it's right next to my, would be right next to my conventional oven, but I don't think it'll hurt it. Because there's an opening all the way across on the top part of those shelves. Those 3 shelves, there's an opening. It's like the boards that go up on the sides, the side walls. Most cupboards go all the way up. No, not these. Then they go about 3/4 way up. So there's a big gap on top. I think it runs the whole length of the thing. So none of the shelves go all the way up to the top. There's like half, 3/4 shelves, or side walls. I'm guessing that's what it's for circulation, or I don't know. But I figured that's good, because I can just, I'll put the TV there and mount the bracket there. And like the conventional, I don't use the conventional oven a lot. I use it once in a while, and the burners I'll use most of the time for most of the stuff I cook and do. And I buy a lot of stuff for the freezer, so I don't really have much stuff to put on the conventional oven anyway. But I think that's it. I could be wrong. Who knows? It's been a while since I've done a video. But I'm pretty sure that was it. I think I showed my faucet piece. I switched out my faucet. I didn't put this underpiece on the plate underneath it. I kind of like it how it is. I like how it is with just a single thing in the middle. I'm going to try to find some caps that'll cover the 2 little holes. Maybe some little white caps. Like plug things you can buy for sinks. Because I'd rather do that. Or I might put I don't need a sprayer. But it would be nice to have like one of the soap dispensers. Might put one of those little soap dispenser things to go down there, right in that hole next to it. But on this side I couldn't, because obviously handle is right above it. So I'll just plug that one somehow. Yeah, but I really think that's it. It's probably, I'm sure this video's already run on for longer than it should have. But in any case, I'll keep you posted as much as possible, but I don't really post much because there's not really much to post. I mean, I did find some things over there in my mom's woods. So I walked up back, walked to the side, and there's a bunch of stuff over there in the woods. I actually found a cast iron frying pan. Knickknacks, all that. I found quite a bit of stuff. I sanded the cast iron pan down. Still working on cleaning it and sanding it down, because there's like 3 of them. Actually 4. I got 3. I got one that's a little sauce pot. I got one that's just a little frying pan. Little tiny thing. And then the actual big frying pan. I didn't care about the little 2. But when I went back over there again and was digging around, I found out one had like little grates in it. Like little bump things for like, I don't know, I show you my other pan. It's about the same thing, but dirty. I used it last night for hamburger. So that's over there too. So I don't care about those little pans like that though. I mean, I'm probably cleaning them up anyways, just for something to do, and I could use them. You know, they'll work great on the fire pit. I actually put a fire pit out here too. There was there's like this doghouse out there, solid doghouse. It looked like a log cabin doghouse, some made out of logs. Next to it is a pile of rubble that looked like something may have been there. I don't know if it was like maybe a playhouse or something was built there. Something had been built there, small. Because there's a lot. It's not like a house where it collapsed and there's a bunch of big, big space where a big house collapsed. This must have been something small. Maybe a kid's playhouse. I don't know. It can't have been, I don't know. But there was I saw wrappers and stuff. They were for USB things. I found a little things, block of three for the surge bars. Power packs with those 3 in it. Cord was cut. The end of it was cut, so I didn't keep it. It probably doesn't work anyways. I even found a old cable box over there. There's a DVD VCR player. There's one of those old radios with a little tiny black and white TV on them. There's what was it? There's a tarp over there. There's a harness. I don't know if it's a climbing harness or a parachute harness. It looks like a parachute one. There's a safety pole thing, which I think is for safety pole to release even a secondary parachute or something. Or if because your cord rips, it's a safety one. I don't know. For an emergency parachute. But I can't tell. But I didn't look at that great. I just pulled it up and saw it and saw the little tag on it, a little strap on it. But actually, one of those I don't think it's a parachute. They both look like tarps over there, but one of them might be a parachute. Part of a parachute, but I don't think so. But it looks almost like there was a house there at one time. Maybe, not like a house or something, but a really small, maybe a little cabin. Maybe no bigger than the doghouse. The doghouse is really nice. Really heavy doghouse. I can't pick it up. I didn't really try that hard, but it's made out of logs. Very nice. If somebody wanted to stay in there, they'd probably stay pretty comfortable. But I've been trying to dig through the rubble a little bit at a time. I haven't really dug down, but I checked out some of the stuff. I know there's something else over there. I just couldn't remember what. Besides the pans, there's probably more over there because I already found quite a few. The other one that was a little bumps in it, I don't know what they're called. It's still sitting over there. There's actually a lid. Like I said, I was doing the fire pit. That's what I was talking about, the fire pit. What was over there was also... That's another reason I think it was some kind of little cabin or something somebody had over there. Like a little shack they lived in. Because a wood stove. Like an older wood stove. It had a big dome. The top was off it. All there was a dome. So I took the dome, brought it over here. And used it for a fire pit. One side's smaller than the other, but it's perfect. I had it, so the smaller side was in, and then the big side up. I took the grate out of my oven, and it wouldn't fit on it and I tried to find a big one. See if my mom had a big one or something, she didn't. So I flipped it over, and it fit because the other side's smaller. Plus, it has these little tabs on it that come out that probably sit in the other one. I'm saying bolt the other one, but they don't because there's no holes in them. They're just little tabs that come out. So I'm guessing they're just so they can sit on top of the other section of the wood stove. I had to drag that whole thing over here and just make a little wood. Wood stove out there. The man can run the heat into here, would let it smoke out there in the chimney and have the heat come in. I don't know. That way I have a wood stove, but it's out there. Anyways, gets a nice woodsy smell in here, and the warmth, but not the smoke, and it's out there safer. I don't know, I might try to do that, I don't know. I got nothing else to do, you get pretty creative. But anyway, I think that's about it. I think I bored you enough. But until next time, take care.